think I would always say that work experience is helpful.
Okay.
I think work experience of any description shows an ability that students want to progress into that career that we have at Kaplan, which are well above 90%. I think one of the reasons that we feel that happens is because of how tailored our teaching content is to what the student will go on to study. Fantastic to see that every year this goes up and up. Action, the vast majority are above 90%.
네, 안녕하세요. 사람사랑 대표 이선호입니다. 오늘은 카플란 패스웨이에서 그 총괄 책임자이신 도미닉 씨를 모시고 이야기를 해보도록 하겠습니다. Hello, Dominic. So, could you introduce yourself to Korean student?
Absolutely. 안녕하세요, and thank you for having me at People Loving today. It's great to be here. Thank you.
Okay. You are admission you are admission department, the head of admission. So my student normally is very difficult to get into the medicine foundation. So could you explain the entry requirement and the process?
Yes, and you're absolutely right. Medicine remains a very, very popular subject choice for our students in Korea. And because of that, entry requirements to the foundation programme are quite competitive because there are a limited number of spaces which are available at the partner university upon progression. So we generally look for good performances in the sciences, and we also have an interview as part of the application process, and essentially that's to help make sure that those students that are coming are really well suited to a career in medicine or one of the allied healthcare professions.
What is the most important part in interview?
Oh, that's an excellent question. I would say one of the most important things for a student to do is to prepare and to have done their research about what a day in the life of being a doctor would be. The interview is designed to make sure that students have an awareness of some of the different tasks that, let's say, a doctor will have if they go on and study that as a career. So essentially, the interview is making sure that the student is prepared and has done their homework and understands the realities of being a doctor.
Does students need work experience before interview?
Students don't need work experience. I think I would always say that work experience is helpful. I think work experience of any description shows an ability that students want to progress into that career. So perhaps that's volunteer work with the Red Cross or the Red Crescent. Perhaps that's helping with small children in a nursery or elderly people. I think anything related to a healthcare profession, if students are able to get that experience, is great to be able to talk about in an interview, because it shows that they are thinking and they are preparing and they're doing all they can to secure their seat on the programme.
Okay, thank you very much. The next question is about the progression rate. Why do you think Kaplan has got such a high progression rate?
Yes, we are very, very proud of the progression rates that we have at Kaplan, which are well above 90%. I think one of the reasons that we feel that happens is because of how tailored our teaching content is to what the student will go on to study. So let's take the example of a student that's coming to do the medicine pathway. Then their timetable and their curricula is built leading them to what they'll be studying in university. So I think it's working in partnership with our university partners to make sure the students are as well prepared as possible. So we're very, very proud of our progression statistics, and it must be said that typically our Korean students perform even higher than the average of all students. So congratulations to our Korean students for that.
So do you have the statistics about satisfaction rate?
Yes, so each year we conduct a very big exercise, which is monitoring and assessing student satisfaction at all of our study centres. And again, fantastic to see that every year this goes up and up. Some of our individual colleges are at 99% satisfaction. The vast majority are above 90%. So I think the importance of word of mouth and whether a student would recommend where they're studying to one of their friends is so important. So yeah, we do a lot of work every year to continue to do extra things to support our students to make sure the satisfaction simply gets better and better and higher.
Okay, thank you very much. Lastly, can you say to Korean student, can you say pass any message to Korean student?
Yes,
about Kaplan?
I think certainly for our students from Korea, we very much look forward to welcoming you to Kaplan, whether you're thinking of joining in the late spring in 2025 or perhaps later in autumn. I think my experience has been that Korean students are very well prepared. They're already thinking of all the things that they need to do and the documents that they need to have. So I think that's fantastic already. But yeah, I am very much looking forward, as I know all of my colleagues are in the UK, to welcome your students in 2025.
Yeah, really lastly, so can you give some kind of advice people joining
Yes,
Kaplan?
I think sometimes students can be a little bit nervous. Let's say they're leaving for the first time, leaving family behind. I think my advice would always be to students to say yes to everything, to try new things, to make friends, to speak English as much as they can, because when you're doing that every day and you're buying a bottle of juice or you're using the bus or the metro, the more the English is used daily, the better it will become. It's very normal for students to worry about that. But say hello to everybody. Students are coming from all over the world. It's new for them too. A wonderful opportunity to make friends for life.
Really good comment. There is why I'm provide counseling. I emphasis on please try to make questions to anybody.
Yeah, absolutely. And enjoy it. What an amazing experience to study abroad. So I would say to every one of our students, enjoy.
Thank you very much. It's a really good interview. Thank you.
My pleasure. I look forward to coming back.
Yeah, welcome to you again.